Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. You already know what it is. Chauncey, aka Karima, Great Meta God Media, with another GMOG Media TV conversation. All right, family. So I want to talk about this topic, man. There's a lot of buzz going around regarding these quote unquote black fraternities or black organizations in the Greek letter fraternities, BGLO, Black Greek letter fraternities. That's complete oxymoron. All right, now I'm gonna break this down in the video and all that stuff. So basically, I titled the video "The Emasculation of the Black Male in Boule Organizations." And I'm gonna break down the Boule and we'll break down these BGLOs, these Black Greek letter organizations, and how they are emasculating black males, right? But the root cause is white supremacy. But before I break that down, family, once again, if you're new to this channel, my name is Chauncey, aka Karima, Great Man of God Media. On this channel, I talk about counter racism. I also talk about issues that affect black people collectively as a group. And I offer my suggestions on how to replace this broken system of injustice, this broken system of racism, white supremacy, with a system of justice. So if you subscribe to that ideology, please subscribe to this channel. If you don't, you're hate watching. It's pointless. Click off. Go about your day. It's just that simple. All right, so let's continue with the topic. So, yeah, like I said, family, these Boule organizations, these black Greek letter organizations, fraternities and sororities, right? You know, the foundation of these organizations were basically founded in the early 1900s, the 1800s, but the premise of them were founded around white supremacy. It's called the illusion of inclusion. Back in the day, black people wanted to be a part of these Greek letter fraternities, right? During the Jim Crow era, et cetera, et cetera. They wanted to be a part of these Greek letter fraternities and sororities, et cetera. The dominant white society wouldn't accept them. So what did black people do? They started their own black organizations for sororities, right? For fraternities, black Greek letter organizations were born. Okay. So, and that started around, that specifically started around the late 1800s, specifically. It started around the United States Supreme Court decision of Plessy versus Ferguson, right? And that basically birthed the sororities and fraternities, which you guys call the Divine Nine. The Divine Nine is, you got the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, the Kappa Alpha Psi, the Omega Psi Phi, Delta Sigma Theta, Phi Beta Sigma, Zeta Phi Beta, Sigma Gamma Rio, and Iota Phi Theta fraternities. Those are the Divine Nine. Even if you guys understand the history of Greeks and African people, Greeks, the Roman civilization, they slaughtered black people. So joining these quote unquote black letter, black Greek letter fraternities and sororities is really equivalent to a black man or a woman joining the KKK. That's what it comes down to. It's equivalent to joining the KKK because of the history of the mistreatment, execution, and complete annihilation of black people from the hands of Greeks. But the problem is, it happened thousands and thousands of years ago, right? In comparison to what the dominant white society did in the last, well, they're continuing to do it today, but the overt racism of black people by the dominant white society was more recent in comparison to what Greek civilization did against black people. But again, it's like I said, it's equivalent to a black male or a black woman joining the KKK. All right. And you guys already know, the dominant white society, racist white supremacy would never allow a black man or woman to join the KKK or any white supremacist organization, period. You guys know that. So the whole foundation of these Divine Nine, these black Greek letter fraternities and sororities, they were birthed off the fact that black people weren't allowed to join these white-owned fraternities and sororities. Again, it's called the illusion of inclusion. We could not be included, so we created our own quote-unquote black Greek letter organizations, right? So that whole it's basically similar to the black church, right? When you had black churches created based off the fact that your slave could not attend a white church, right? You're a slave and that was after Nat Turner and the basically Nat Turner situation, the Stonewall Rebellion. After that came forward, slaves had to have a white pastor or white overseer for religious religious affairs, things of that nature. They have to have somebody white to oversee anything regarding religious affairs. And so because of the fact that you had your white church by the dominant white society during the antebellum slavery days, the slaves had to congregate with their own people, right? And that was the birth of the black church. Again, the illusion of inclusion. Black people weren't allowed to congregate with white people. And so that's how the black church basically started. So again, this goes back to racism, white supremacy, in which I talk about on this channel, counter racism. This all stems from racism, white supremacy, and all of these fringe groups, black churches, black Greek letter organization, BGLOs, all stem from racism, white supremacy, in which why they were started. All right. But what I want to do, family, I want to play a clip real quick of these black Greek letter organizations and these probate initiations, if you will, and the emasculation, just the look and what they do to join these organizations, how they look is completely disturbing. Some may find this funny, but to me, this is disturbing. And this tells a lot how these organizations have been around for hundreds of years. And what do they have to show for? Right? Collectively as a group, not one specific organ. I'm talking about all of these Divine Nine organizations. What do they have to show for the progression of black people collectively as a group? Right? And this all falls under the Boule as well. What do they have to show for collectively as a group? That's what I want to know. But let me play this clip real quick. This is entitled Omega Sci-Fi Probate UWG Spring 2016. And I want you guys to take a look at what they have to do in order to go through this initiations probate process. A probate basically is a showcase, right? And that's all it is. But it's just take a look at this video, and I'll provide my commentary afterwards. You see right there, what possesses you to look like that? Look at these guys, man. Look at these dudes. Dog collars, suspenders, purple suspenders for that matter. No shirts. What does this do to the psyche of a black man? You are completely emasculated. And they're proud of it. They're proud of it, right? They're not under any influence of drugs. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're proud of it, right? They're not under alcohol, drugs, or nothing like that. They are completely proud of what they're doing, okay? So, again, this is really a sad case of the emasculation of the black male in these BGLOs. But let me continue to play this clip. I don't know what the. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yo, man, listen. These dudes look like some. Oh my goodness. I don't know where to begin, bro. I don't know. I mean, look at this. Look at the screenshot. I mean, look at this screenshot, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, dude. They look like some runaway slaves from the Universal Soul Circus. That's what they look like. Straight off the plantation from the Universal Soul Circus. Okay, the complete emasculation of these dudes. Okay, I mean, again, this is a result of us failing as fathers. Okay, the lack of fathers, the lack of a black male in the household today, as you guys know. Okay, the black family structure has been on life support since the 60s, since the 1960s. So these males, these guys, they come from, and I'm talking about statistically, collectively as a group. When you're coming from a broken home, single parent household, right? You have no father figure. These guys lack guidance. And so part of the reason why they join these organizations is to get guidance, is to develop a brotherhood, a friendship, someone like a father figure in terms of the body of the organization. That's what they're looking for. That's why they join these organizations. That's why they go through all of these initiation processes that emasculate these guys. They don't have any rules or guidelines when they join these organizations because they were not taught when they were growing up what it is to be a man. And so when you join these organizations, that's what they're looking for. They're looking to fill that void of when they were growing up because of a lack of a father figure, a lack of a male role model, right? A lack of a positive male role model. Again, they're looking for the kinship, the brothership, the father figure type in terms of the organization and what it stands for. That's why they join these organizations. And so, and I'm going to play a clip from Steve Coakley where he breaks down exactly why all these organizations ain't been doing shit. You know, Steve Coakley always breaks down the Boule. He breaks all this stuff down. You guys got to watch all his videos. That's what I do. Study these master teachers. Steve Coakley has great work. Rest in peace to him. But he's been putting in great work in terms of exposing these BGLOs, the Boules, etc., etc. Great information. But let me play this clip real quick of Steve Coakley talking about how pointless these black Greek letter organizations have been for hundreds of years.
Now the first Boule chapter, oh yeah, bro, we got it all. This is from the rostrum of Sigma Pi Phi, and this talks about the date, not the date, but the order. Every chapter is named after a Greek letter of the alphabet. When they finish, they start the alphabet over with alpha. And then after you run out of alphas, you go into beta alpha and beta beta. Now you see that they run out of letters, you think they go get some Kemetic shit or something, you know?
Yeah.
Since there ain't got enough Greek letters to hold on. Now, imagine you had an organization in Philly, Chicago, Baltimore, Washington, New York, St. Louis, Kansas City, Detroit, Atlanta, Columbus, Northern New Jersey, Houston, Los Angeles, Minneapolis, Conroe, Arkansas, Pittsburgh, Dayton, Cleveland, Charleston, Nashville, Tuskegee, Louisville, New Orleans, Virginia, Berkeley, Cincinnati, Dallas, Tallahassee, Indianapolis, Oklahoma. You see what I'm saying? These niggas got somebody in every city and they still ain't doing shit for the people. You have no organization in America in that many damn cities. But now you got 3,000 of the wealthiest black men of your race aligned in every city, including Liberia, Monrovia. And don't bust a grape. If one Boule in every one of them cities told on a white man, you'd be in better shape.
Yep. Yep. 100% true. 100% true, family. I mean, these organizations have been around for hundreds of years. Collectively as a group, like I said before, what have they shown us? Well, I can tell you what they shown us. They showed us this. This is what they shown us. This stuff here.
Take a sign. This is great. You about to call another stuff.
2 Theta. For Lex to Hugh. Move. You're a nerd. Speak. I want to take it hard. I want to take the soul out of everybody else, God. I will not be satisfied by another person saving. I will not be satisfied by touching your hand or squeezing this alone. I will take your heart from out. I will take your soul. I will be God when it comes to you. Take time.
I don't know what they're about to do, but this is what you're looking at right here. right. All right. I'm done with that. That's some erotic homo shit right there, man. And this is what these niggas are doing today. Okay, you got hundreds of years of history of these Boule organizations, and you have this to show for it: a probate of just homosexual emasculation fuckery. Excuse my language, but this kind of stuff right here pisses me off in terms of the progress of black people collectively as a group. When all you have to show for is niggas in purple suspenders, gold boots, shirtless, looking like some gay Universal Soul Circus acts in 2016. You know, I had to just get that off my chest, family. That's just, I'm not gonna watch the whole goddamn video. I just wanted to prove a point and illustrate what these damn Boule organizations are doing. They're not doing anything. And you can talk about, yeah, we had successful black men in organizations, in these Boule organizations, such as Martin Luther King, right? You had successful black men. But again, family, collectively, I'm not talking about individual guys in these organizations. I'm talking about collectively as a group. What have they done for the progression and the advancement of black people? What have they done? It's similar to the black church. And I've talked about this before. The black church has collected over $420 million since the 1980s. And what have they shown us? Right? What have they shown us, family? And like I said, this is the site I go to get the body count of black people getting gunned down by race soldiers in this country. And it continues to rise. Right now, today, the totality of people killed by police in the U.S. is 879 people. Okay? Black people specifically, it's 212 out of 879. Right? Now, after the shooting of Deborah Danner, 66-year-old, you have 3 more shootings that just happened. One just happened yesterday. Malcolm Hickson, 25-year-old gunshot in Texas. Hickson was allegedly holding a woman against her will in a motel room before she managed to escape and tell police. According to authorities, officers said they shot Hickson after he left the room and began to reach out for his gun and waistband. Authorities said they suspected Hickson of running sex trafficking business with the motel. All right. That's the justifiable homicide story they came up with. Okay. They're always going to say a black man has a gun. He poses a threat, right? The race soldier was in fear of his life. And you can gun down a black man. You can gun down a black woman, a child, etc., etc. Don't matter what age, don't matter what size, don't matter. You can get gunned down in this country justifiably with no issues. With no issues. And it would be what they call a good shooting. A good shooting. Right, family? So you had 3 other deaths right after 66-year-old Deborah Danner was gunned down by these suspected race soldiers in New York City. So our body count continues to rise, and basically it's November. So by the time, I'm pretty sure this is going to reach over 1,000, and we have 212 black people gunned down by race soldiers in this country. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes past 300. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if it goes past 300. Now, not to mention the problems that we have in our own community, which is based off the system that the dominant white society created in terms of lack of jobs, lack of resources, right? Lack of sufficient education. We are prone to be savages against each other when we don't have the proper tools to empower ourselves. Right? And those are the tactics that these suspected white supremacists and these coons, they love to talk about these talking points of what about black on black crime, and what about Chicago? Well, again, if you don't have the resources in place, if you don't have the jobs in place, if you don't have the economic wherewithal in place for black people, that's the end result that you have. That's the end result. And that is a system that you guys created and enforced, right? Thank you, Hillary Clinton, for doing that with your 1994 crime bill. Okay? Thank you for doing that. And also, thank you for stealing billions of dollars from our people of Haiti. Thank you very much. All right? So, again, family, these Boule organizations, they're just fragments of white supremacy. That's what they are. They're fragments of it. Again, they were started because of black people were not allowed to join these dominant white society Greek letter organizations. We weren't allowed to join, so we created our own, which resulted into the Divine Nine, which I already talked about earlier. And they've been around for hundreds of years, and all we have to show for it is niggas in suspenders, collars, gold boots, and singing some homoerotic random shit. That's what we have to show for, family. It's sad, but you know, we got to do. We have a long way, family. Again, we got to pull our money together, pull resources together, change laws, change policies, have a demand of what things need to be changed collectively as a group in your city. All right, because every city is different when it comes to people who live collectively as a group. Everybody has different demands, but you have to make your demands have leverage. Back it up with money. All right, we got to start working on that, family. Otherwise, we're going to continue to be mistreated, subjugated, dominated, executed on a daily basis. On a daily basis. All right, joining these Boule organization, all they're going to do is emasculate a black male. And again, it's a result of the black family structure being on life support. And I'll have the video up here somewhere so you can check out my video of why the black family structure is on life support, where I break that down. All right. So those are my thoughts about these black Greek letter organizations. Leave your comments down below, family, about that video, and let me know what you guys think. Do you guys, and my followers are increasing on the channel, and much respect. But if you are if you're a student in HBCU, or you're actually a part of these black Greek letter organizations, I'd like to hear your opinion on this. I mean, what's your opinion on these organizations? Are they advancing black people in your opinion? Are they helping fight against white supremacy and discrimination in this country, in your opinion? Let me know down below, family. All right? So anyway, family, signing off. Chauncey, aka you Karima, great man of God media, signing off. Peace.